Fixed gear bikes are about as simple as a bike can get, but the fixed gear community somehow always seems to find a way to keep fixed riding fresh. Whether that's the mix-match track bikes with deep dish rims of 2008, or the height of the stiff aluminum frame craze of 2012 with narrow risers, of course. Every year, people experiment with their bike setups, and if I'm being honest, I think most trends are dumb. But some trends do end up sticking and end up being an effective way to build a bike. I'll let you decide where 2016's trends fall. If I could sum up 2016 trends in one word, that word would be utility. People realize that we don't need track-specific components, and we realize that not everything about our bikes needs to be velodrome legal, because the vast majority of us will never ride on the track with the bikes that we use for our daily commuting. And because of that, in 2016, we've started building our bikes that are more practical for everyday use. It seems like the fixed gear community is maturing a bit, that we're not riding bikes to be flashy and to be cool, but we're riding bikes because we ride bikes, and our builds are starting to reflect that in 2016. And with that, here's the 6 fixed gear trends of 2016. Gumwall, or more accurately, Skinwall tires. Skinwall tires were previously relegated to vintage builds for their classic yet timeless aesthetic. Skinwall tires became really popular in 2016. Riders started putting them on anything from winter beaters to modern aluminum frames. Whether you believe in or whether you can actually feel the supposed benefits of a lighter casing that Skinwall tires provide, a lot of us think that Skinwall tires just look dang good. And because of that, I think that Skinwall tires are a trend that's here to stay. Number 5, wide tires. Speaking of tires, throughout the bike industry and throughout people just building up bikes, people are putting wider tires on their bikes, and fixed gear bikes are no exception. 3 to 4 years ago, anything wider than a 23C tire was considered too fat and too sluggish. Nowadays, fixed riders are running the biggest tires that their frames can fit, and it's pretty common to see 28C tires in the front and the back of the fixed gear, if not bigger. For the most part, it looks like people have stopped caring about the supposed weight, aero, and rolling resistance benefits of a skinnier tire, and have opted for the real-world benefits of puncture resistance, more comfort, and better cornering that wide tires have to provide. And if you've been here on the channel for a while, I think you know that I am a huge fan of the fat tires. It's like riding on pillows. Number 4, non-track specific frame sets. While riding a track specific frame set with steeper head tube and seat tube angles is certainly a blast to ride while commuting, there are better options out there for commuters and long distance riders. In 2016, a lot of fixed gear riders have finally admitted that most track specific frame sets don't have a wide enough tire clearance to allow for a comfortable ride. And these wide tires are really nice on those pummeled city streets and for light off-road use. Because of that, a lot of fixed riders in 2016 have adopted workhorse-style bikes along with cyclocross bikes. And we've seen an uptick in the popularity of the All-City Nature Boy, the Surly Steamroller, On-One Pumpino, Chinelli Mash Work, and a whole bunch of other workhorse-style bikes. Number 3. Front loads. And with these workhorse frame sets come more front loads. A lot of people in 2016 have come to the conclusion that those massive messenger bags just weren't worth the effort of lugging around, or just didn't carry enough stuff. People up there carrying stuff game with porteur racks, front baskets, handlebar bags, and front racks. No matter which way you carry your front load, being able to just carry stuff on your bike makes riding it a little bit more enjoyable and adds a whole lot of utility to your bike. Whether it's from the increasingly popular Chinelli Mash Work, or whether it's from people just wanting to build practical bikes that make sense, the trend towards building the oxymoronic utilitarian fixed gear has bred the appreciation of a more utilitarian look. In 2016, raw frames have become more popular than ever because they reflect that no-nonsense, honest purpose behind the build. Except for the fact that having a fixed gear that makes sense doesn't really make sense in itself, but you get the point. And for our number 1 most popular fad, it's not even a trend, it's a fad, I know it's not gonna stick, are wide risers. A few years ago, the narrower your handlebars were, whether they were risers or not, the more fixie points you were rewarded. But today, The opposite is true. Wide risers that make you look like you're chasing after the roadies with a hug have become all the rage in 2016. I can't really tell you why they're this year's biggest fixed fad, but I'll take a stab at it. Wide risers make you a little less aerodynamic than narrower bars, but they do allow you to get into a nice and wide upright position. This allows you to breathe more easily and keep your head up above the traffic. But probably most important of all, wide risers are fun to ride, which is the exact reason most people start riding fixed gear bikes in the first place. It doesn't exactly make a whole lot of sense, but it sure is a lot of fun. And there you have it, these 6 fixed gear trends that I've noticed in 2016. Please do let me know in the comments below if there are any trends that you think I might have missed. Along with that, where do you think the trends are going to head in 2017? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to check out my sweet and epic rides to the grocery store, follow me on Strava. And if you want to stay updated on the channel and know exactly when uploads are going to be posted, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And if you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, I've got a ton of videos just like this one about fixed gear stuff. Because I want you all to get on bikes, have fun doing it so you can have a healthier life. Life is kind of sweet. So please do subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified right when a video is uploaded. And before I leave you, there's one more thing that I want to mention. It's not exactly a fixed gear bike thing, but why are all these people taking photos while on their bikes and upside down and flipping the photo over? Like, it's not creative. It's not funny. Like, why is this a thing? Can someone please explain that to me? It annoys me to no end. And with that, I will see you in the next video.